Hello and welcome back to the channel. So a couple of weeks ago a friend of mine showed me this brand new trail out in the forest that I'd never ridden before, and as we rode it he absolutely left me in the dust. I didn't know the features, I didn't know the terrain, I didn't know where anything went, and of course I was left way behind. So today I've come back to the very same trail to see if I can learn it and get a bit quicker.
The trail I'm talking about is this one. It's an exciting piece of single track filled with fun corners and a few manageable gaps and drops. I plan to ride it 3 times to see if I can get faster as I learn the track. It will also be interesting to see if I can cleanly ride all the features, because I know there's a cheeky gap jump hiding somewhere on this trail.
So I'm going to try and start from the same place each time and time the runs from the tree right there right to the end, just so we can see the times and see if I improve. So run 1, let's go.
So for the first run, let me talk you through the trail.
Definitely have to be in a different gear to start with. Okay, small jump. Bit of a pedally start. Dry berm. Take a left. Okay, let's get a bit of speed going. Oh, case. Small jump there. Nice flat section. Get a bit of speed up. Dry berms. So these are loose. Little hop. A little drop there. More dusty berms. Oh, big gap jump. We'll miss that one out. Okay, down into some roots. Oh, another drop. Oh, another jump even. Fast section, is this a jump? Oh, no, roll. Oh, this is really dusty and loose. Oh, I'll have to watch out for that section next time I come down. Okay, drop off. Oh, tight corner. Okay, bit of pedaling now. This bit's a bit flatter, a few roots. Still quite loose. Oh, across the fire road. More pedals. Oh, wrong gear. Okay, a bit flatter. Oh, big drop to the left. Okay, is that rollable yet? Into a drop. Dusty corners. Now we're into the woods. So riding is a bit closer in here. Just going to try and maintain my flow. What he says. Few stumps and flat turns. Here we go, here's the exit.
And with that, I'm across the line. So now we've seen the trail, let's take a look at the time. Run 1 took me 1 minute and 57 seconds. A decent effort, but I've got work to do. Now all I have to do is push back up to the start to see if I can ride it quicker.
Well, I could have picked a trail with an easier push-up.
Okay, run number 2. With an idea of what's on this trail, I should hopefully be able to knock off a few seconds from my overall time. On such a short run, I'm not expecting to cut my time down by 30 seconds or anything, but it'd be good to see some improvement over the 3. I would at least like to be able to ride the trail a lot smoother by the 3rd run. Not far in, I'd forgotten about that little gap and I cased it spectacularly. I'll clean that one up on the next run. The second lap is not about remembering every single feature or where it is on the line, it's about getting an overall feel for how you're able to ride the features that you've already scoped out on the first run.
Oh, missing out the gap.
The second run is about learning where you need to speed up or slow down in anticipation for the trail ahead. My main aim is to get a little faster and start remembering what features are coming next, so I can make it over them cleanly on run number 3. When riding a new trail, typically it's only features that are awkward, fun or scary that tend to stand out. After making the tight uphill turn, the trail sort of flows along, before being met with this short uphill effort. After riding along this shelf, I remember there's a rollable route and then a drop. After hitting it the first time, I knew this wasn't going to be an issue on future runs. Now going into the trees, I don't remember any particular features that stand out, just a few close trees, flat turns and the occasional rut to navigate. And eventually I'm out of the trees on these awkward corners and across the finish line.
Yeah.
So let's see how that run compares to number 1. And the time for the second run is 1 minute and 51 seconds, so 6 seconds quicker than the first run. Nothing groundbreaking, but a good effort.
Of course, if you're only going out to ride once a week, you're probably not going to do something like this. You're not going to be riding the same trail and walking the same push-up track over and over again. But if you're practicing for a race or something, the theory can really apply. It's amazing to see what you can do with just 3 runs. You really get to know the track, you practice the features, and you know where you can gain speed. I assume, I've not actually seen the times yet and I've still got one more run to go, but I feel like I know the track a lot better. Okay, run number 3. This is where I should aim to be a lot faster on the bike and clean up those features and, yeah, even hit that gap jump. Let's see how I go.
Starting strong, I pedalled along the flat beginning section. And I managed to clear the small gap jump at the start that I'd cased on previous runs. So far, so good. The top slalom section felt good and I was prepared for the sharp right hand corner at the end. But around the next corner is the gap jump. Will I go for it? Definitely. Nice. Clearly I'm feeling comfortable enough to hit the gap jump and cleared it with no issues. Carrying along, I also leaped over the next small gap that I'd clipped in the past. Remembering these next corners are soft, I was cautious not to push too hard. Then down over the drop, and before I knew it, I was on my way to the flatter section. After a few runs down and 3 push-ups, I'm not gonna lie, my legs are starting to feel the pace. I need to keep the power on along this top section, but remember to reserve a bit of energy for the short uphill sprint. Feeling quick over the features, I'm hoping to get a reasonable run. I don't feel like I make up lots of time in this windy forest section, but I need to keep focused, because I could easily make a mistake and lose a lot of time. This would suck to mess up the run this so close to the finish, so I kept my focus. So with the last few turns, I'm across the line.
Done.
But the big question, what's the final time?
My legs are aching on that one.
So my final run was 1 minute and 44 seconds, a grand total of 16 seconds quicker than the first run. Considering that original time was almost 2 minutes, that's 15% quicker. And I managed to clear all the features, including the gap jump, so I'm pretty stoked. So that's it for today's video. I'd love to know your thoughts, so please leave them down in the comments. Thanks for watching today, remember to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.